Hong Kong Disneyland's 2023-24 fiscal year saw a net profit of 838 million Hong Kong dollars, a more than threefold increase year-on-year, marking its first profit after 9 consecutive years of losses. Attendance surged by over 20% to 7.7 million, also a record high. CEO Michael Moriarty stated that revenue has surpassed pre-pandemic levels, and future expansion continues, including the commencement of construction this year on a Marvel-themed area and a Pixar-themed experience. Legislative Council members expressed confidence in the park's development, supporting government land allocation for expansion even amidst a fiscal deficit, viewing it as genuine revenue generation, preferable to increased public service taxes. Hong Kong Disneyland's 20th anniversary celebration, kicking off this June and running for a year, promises to be a spectacular event for all citizens. The festivities will include a brand new castle show, a special edition of Disney and the Stars, and the park's largest ever parade. CEO Michael Moriarty is collaborating with the Tourism Board and other stakeholders to ensure this milestone anniversary becomes a premier event for Hong Kong, boosting tourism and showcasing the city's vibrant spirit. A concrete section fell from an overhead beam at the Kowloon entrance of the Cross Harbour Tunnel yesterday afternoon, denting a passing private car. No injuries were reported, and while the fast lane in the Hong Kong-bound direction was temporarily closed, the Highways Department confirmed that initial inspections show the overall beam structure to be safe. They added that no concrete spalling was detected during an October inspection last year and engineers will conduct a thorough investigation. Concrete fell from the entrance of the Cross Harbour Tunnel, damaging a private car's roof and front. The driver and owner, Ms. Wong, expressed concern about insurance claims, understanding she may need to pursue civil action. She criticized the tunnel management company for apparent negligence and inadequate maintenance, worrying about the complicated procedures ahead. Tunnel staff reportedly confirmed the incident was captured on CCTV and instructed her to leave. Her 10-year-old car lacked a dashcam, and she didn't take photos of the fallen concrete at the scene. Hong Kong's government-funded Anak Generative AI Research Center, HKGAI, unveiled its HKGAI V1 large language model. This system, the first of its kind nationally, is based on the DeepSeek large language model and utilizes a full-parameter fine-tuning and continuous training approach, trained with a local knowledge base and supporting 2 official languages and 3 dialects. Its document assistance application, Hong Kong Text, is already being piloted in over 70 government departments. Professor Guo Yike, acting vice president of the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology and director of HKGAI, stated that the initial priority is widespread and stable internal government adoption, with public release targeted for later this year, subject to sufficient capacity. The HKGAI V1 large language model, capable of generating text, music, and images, showcased a 2-minute AI-generated video at yesterday's launch event. The video featured a remarkably lifelike recreation of the late former vice chairman of the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, Mr. Huo Yingdong, recounting his life story. Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation and the Hong Kong Trade Development Council will lead 24 local tech companies to the Mobile World Congress 2025 (MWC) in Spain next week. The Hong Kong exhibitors will showcase technologies in artificial intelligence, data analytics, and digital transformation. One exhibitor will demonstrate AR technology integrated with medical treatment, enabling doctors to view holographic projections of patient data derived from scans, etc., via AR glasses, eliminating the time and cost of 3D printing models for surgical planning and potentially allowing for direct projection onto the patient. Following two fatal accidents on their construction sites, the 2022 Anderson Road crane collapse and the 2023 Yau Ma Tei worker fall, the Development Bureau has suspended Ching Chun Construction Company's bidding eligibility until further notice. The company's general building contractor registration also expired in April 2023. The Buildings Department is currently processing its renewal application, which includes an interview and assessment by the Contractors Registration Board. A decision on renewal will be made cautiously based on the board's recommendation. Therefore, further comment is premature. Financial Secretary Paul Chan today unveiled the budget, emphasizing spending cuts and increased fines to boost revenue. Proposed increases include traffic violations, with parking fines rising from $320 to at least $400, and fines for running red lights and stopping on double yellow lines potentially increasing from $600 and $560 to over $700 respectively. A construction company was prosecuted by the Buildings Department in May 2024 for unauthorized alterations to a flat in Capital, the first phase of Lohas Park, Sung Kwan O, which involved the removal of load-bearing walls. The charges, brought under the Buildings Ordinance, allege the company knowingly carried out unauthorized works and that the work posed a significant risk of injury or property damage. The case had its first hearing in Kwun Tong Magistrates Courts and was adjourned until May 29. The government and mainland China's promotion of Greater Bay Area lawyers fosters collaboration, not competition, between Hong Kong and mainland legal professionals, enabling them to jointly handle international legal matters. The Kai Tak Sports Park's opening ceremony, held Saturday, saw 8,500 name-registered tickets snatched up within half an hour of their online release. Police arrested 3 individuals attempting ticket fraud, thwarting their illegal activities before any transactions were completed. Further arrests are possible. A Hong Kong airline employee was arrested by South Korean authorities for allegedly illegally collecting and selling flight information of dozens of K-pop idols, including BTS, for profit exceeding 10 million Korean won, over 50,000 Hong Kong dollars. While the investigation continues, the employee's airline, Hong Kong Airlines, denies any employee involvement, reiterating its commitment to passenger privacy and adherence to all relevant laws and internal regulations, and considers the media reports inaccurate. With the Kai Tak Sports Park opening ceremony just days away, Chief Executive John Lee will preside over a simple yet grand opening ceremony featuring over 20 Hong Kong and mainland performing artists and groups. Further details regarding the performer lineup and any additional officials attending remain forthcoming. Hong Kong police made a significant drug bust on Sunday, seizing 520 kilograms of cocaine worth approximately 430 million Hong Kong dollars from a Sung Kwan O residential unit and arresting 2 unemployed young men. The drugs, believed to have been smuggled from South America via sea, were concealed within 1,500 boxes of frozen orange juice. The suspects, lacking gang affiliations, were recruited online by traffickers, lured by promises of 80,000 Hong Kong dollars to 100,000 Hong Kong dollars for managing and distributing the narcotics. This substantial seizure underscores the government's unwavering commitment to combating drug trafficking and protecting Hong Kong's citizens. Chow Ka-sing, imprisoned for his role in the primary election case, and his female lawyer were convicted of smuggling unauthorized items. A complaint formed to the Office of the Ombudsman out of the detention center. They were sentenced to 3 days imprisonment and a $1,800 fine respectively. Their appeal against the conviction was heard in the High Court, where the judge questioned the lawyer's claim of uncertainty about whether she knowingly received the form from Chow, citing CCTV footage showing her nodding and Chow's suspicious actions of concealing the document. The judge will deliver her verdict within 3 months. Former Tai Po District Councillor Chan Chun-chit, known as the Airport Uncle, pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of indecent assault at Fanling Magistrates Court yesterday. The case is tentatively scheduled for trial on May 21. A private car veered off the road on the Chun Wan Kam Tin Highway near Shek Kong at midnight while ascending towards Chun Wan. The driver, a 25-year-old man surnamed Lee, reported swerving to avoid an animal, losing control, crossing the center line, and overturning on an embankment. He sustained facial and waist injuries and was sent to the hospital. His passenger was unharmed. During the rescue operation, a taxi approached at high speed, nearly striking emergency personnel. The taxi driver was detained for investigation, and the taxi was towed for examination. A 60-year-old retired police officer and his family, living in a Kwun Tong public housing unit, were ordered to vacate by the housing authority due to the rich tenant policy after a random check revealed his undeclared property ownership with his ex-wife. His appeal was rejected, prompting him to file for judicial review. The court filing claims he transferred all property rights to his ex-wife, who refuses to complete the name change. A man is on trial for the 2020 death of a young girl who suffered a fatal brain hemorrhage after being violently shaken. He denies murder. His girlfriend testified that he held traditional Chinese views on masculinity, disliked the girl's crying, and frequently punished her. The defense argued that the girl's paternal relatives loved her and she could have lived with them. But the girlfriend countered that the damage was irreparable, stating, "Even though many people loved her, it didn't save her life." The trial of 8 defendants accused of plotting 3 bomb attacks in early 2020 under the Terrorism Amendment Ordinance continued yesterday for its 58th day at the High Court. Evidence presented included a confession from Chung Hao K., a former contract registration officer at the Immigration Department, detailing the group's alleged division of labor for a planned attack involving a tombstone-shaped bomb at a car park in Sung Kwan O, including roles for lookouts, transportation, and bomb placement. While the prosecution initially estimated a 100-day trial, they now anticipate completion by early June, considering the current progress and discussions with the defense. The government's initiative to modernize Hong Kong's taxi industry is nearing completion. 5 new taxi fleets, licensed last July, are set to launch by the end of this July. A launch ceremony is planned for early next week, showcasing the vehicles and outlining the operational plans of each company, including the highly anticipated fleets from Chongqing Taxi and Tai Wo Taxi, led by industry veteran Wu Hoi Shan. These new fleets will offer both metered street hails and pre-arranged fares for online bookings, providing consumers with enhanced service and modern vehicles. While some legislators advocate for competitive pricing, ensuring the new taxi fares remain attractive compared to ride-hailing services, the superior service and newer vehicles justify a slightly higher fare.